Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to welcome you to this presentation. Today, we'll be focusing on PICs GMP certification requirements, specifically within the pharma and healthcare industries. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, and I'll be guiding you through this session. Over the next few minutes, we'll cover the essential aspects of GMP certification, what's required, and how it impacts our industry. So, let's get started and explore these important topics together. Let's take a closer look at the Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme, or PICs for short. This is an international organization that plays a crucial role in the pharmaceutical industry. Its main goal is to harmonize good manufacturing practices, or GMP standards, across different countries. By doing so, PICs helps ensure that pharmaceutical products are consistently safe and of high quality no matter where they are produced. One of the key ways it does this is by promoting cooperation among global regulatory authorities. This means different countries work together more effectively, sharing inspections and best practices. The ultimate aim is to create uniform inspection procedures, which makes regulation more reliable and efficient worldwide. PICs also helps strengthen overall regulatory systems globally, supporting manufacturers to meet internationally accepted GMP requirements. This is vital for safeguarding patient safety and maintaining trust in medicines we rely on every day. In summary, PICs is about creating a more harmonized, trustworthy global framework for pharmaceutical quality and safety, benefiting everyone involved in the process. Consistent quality and patient safety are at the core of our manufacturing process. We achieve this by strictly following standardized GMP processes that control every step of production. This approach ensures that each batch of medicine maintains the same high-quality standards, is free from contamination or errors, and is safe for patient use. These systems are crucial because they help us reduce risks, prevent defects, and ultimately protect public health. On a global scale, harmonized GMP standards play a vital role. They make sure that pharmaceutical products are manufactured consistently and safely, no matter where in the world they are produced. These standards unify quality requirements, which helps reduce regulatory differences between countries. They also promote mutual recognition among international authorities, making it easier to bring medicines to market across borders. Harmonization of GMP standards improves product quality, enhances patient safety, and supports seamless global trade in medicines. Now, regarding PICs, or the Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme, it's an important part of this global effort. PICs works to promote harmonized inspection standards and practices among its member countries. This helps ensure that manufacturing facilities worldwide adhere to the same high standards, which in turn guarantees the quality and safety of medicines we all rely on. In summary, following these harmonized GMP standards and participating in schemes like PICs are essential steps in maintaining trust in our medicines and safeguarding public health across the globe. Achieving PICs GMP compliance really boosts a company's credibility on a global scale. When we align our operations with internationally recognized standards, it signals that we're committed to quality and safety. This not only enhances trust, but also helps us stand out in the industry. It also plays a key role in reducing the frequency of regulatory audits. Because of the mutual recognition agreements among authorities, once we're compliant with PICs standards, the need for repeated audits diminishes, saving us time and resources. Supporting our export business is another major benefit. Meeting stringent global market requirements becomes much easier, opening doors to new markets and customers who demand high-quality standards. And perhaps most importantly, achieving PICs compliance helps us build a strong quality culture across the entire organization. It encourages systematic processes and continuous improvement, ensuring quality isn't just a one-time effort, but an ongoing commitment. So overall, PICs certification is a crucial step in strengthening our reputation, efficiency, and growth opportunities in the global landscape. Let's now look at the core elements of a robust quality management system. First, good documentation practices are essential. They ensure that all records are clear, accurate, and traceable, which is vital for consistency and compliance. Next, personnel competence and hygiene play a crucial role. Well-trained staff who follow strict hygiene protocols help maintain product integrity and safety. Facility and equipment control is another key aspect. Properly maintained facilities and calibrated equipment reduce the risk of contamination or errors. Process validation is also critical. It confirms that our manufacturing processes consistently produce products that meet quality standards. Data integrity is fundamental. Ensuring data is complete, consistent, and protected from alteration supports transparency and regulatory compliance. All these points tie into the PICs GMP principles, which provide a solid framework for good manufacturing practices worldwide. Together, these elements form a comprehensive approach to quality that underpins the safety and efficacy of our products, aligning with the overall goal of maintaining high standards in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Let's take a closer look at PICs PE9, which is the official GMP guide issued by the Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme. This document sets the harmonized GMP requirements for manufacturing medicinal products and serves as the global reference standard for inspections carried out by PICs member authorities. Now, what does PICs PE9 cover? It outlines clear expectations across several key areas. These include quality management systems, which are the backbone of ensuring consistent product quality. It also emphasizes the importance of qualified personnel, properly maintained premises and equipment, and comprehensive documentation practices. Further, it addresses production and quality control processes, validation and qualification routines, and contract manufacturing arrangements. Plus, it covers handling complaints and product recalls, along with the necessity of regular self-inspections for continuous improvement. Having a valid manufacturing license is essential, of course, as is approval of procedures and qualified staff. An aligned quality management system based on PICs PE9 is critical for compliance. Regular internal audits and ongoing improvements help maintain high standards over time. In summary, PICs PE9 provides a robust framework that guides manufacturers toward consistent quality, safety, and compliance, key themes that run throughout this presentation. It's about establishing a solid foundation for trustworthy medicinal product manufacturing worldwide. Let's take a closer look at some of the key elements of our quality management system. First, we have the quality manual and SOPs, which serve as the foundation for ensuring consistent quality practices across all operations. These documents outline the standards and procedures everyone follows. Next is change control, a critical process that manages any modifications to our processes, ensuring they are evaluated, approved, and documented properly to maintain quality and compliance. Risk management, guided by ICH-Q9 principles, helps us proactively identify, assess, and mitigate potential risks that could impact product quality or patient safety. It's about being prepared and preventing issues before they arise. Supplier qualification is another vital aspect. It ensures that our vendors meet our quality standards, which directly influences the quality of the raw materials and components we receive. Building strong supplier relationships and thorough evaluations are key here. The CAPA system, corrective and preventive actions, is our mechanism for addressing deviations and complaints. It helps us investigate root causes, implement solutions, and prevent recurrence, fostering continuous improvement. Finally, complaint and deviation handling are essential for capturing issues that might affect our products. Promptly addressing these helps us maintain compliance, improve processes, and ensure patient safety. All these components work together to form a comprehensive quality management system that underpins our commitment to delivering safe, effective, and high-quality products. Let's take a closer look at some of the key documentation requirements that are essential for ensuring quality and compliance. First, we have master and batch records. These are the foundational documents that detail the manufacturing processes, specifications, and instructions, serving as a blueprint for consistent production. Next, validation protocols and reports are critical. They verify that processes and equipment perform as intended, providing evidence of quality control. Calibration and maintenance records are also vital. They ensure that equipment remains accurate and reliable over time, preventing deviations that could impact product quality. Material documentation is another important area. It tracks raw materials from receipt through use, ensuring traceability and accountability. Lastly, all of these documents must adhere to ALCOA Plus principles, which mean they should be attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, and plus additional attributes like complete, consistent, and enduring. These standards help maintain integrity and reliability across all records. When we align these documentation practices with overall quality management, we reinforce our commitment to delivering safe, effective products. Let's talk about some key elements that ensure quality and safety in our operations. First, well-designed training programs are essential. They help ensure everyone understands their roles and the best practices to follow. Next, competency assessments are a critical part of this process, as they allow us to evaluate whether our staff truly have the necessary skills and knowledge. Hygienic practices are also fundamental. Maintaining cleanliness and proper sanitation directly impacts the safety and quality of our products. Having qualified QA/QC staff is equally important. They provide the expertise needed to monitor and verify that standards are consistently met. Clearly defined responsibilities help us avoid confusion and ensure accountability across the team. Lastly, personnel requirements must be carefully outlined. This means ensuring we have the right number of trained staff with the appropriate qualifications to support our operational needs. All these elements are interconnected and contribute to a robust quality management system, reinforcing our overall commitment to excellence. Let's talk about GMP-compliant design, which is the foundation for ensuring quality and safety in our facilities. When designing spaces like HVAC systems and classified areas, it's crucial to adhere to strict standards that minimize contamination risks. Cross-contamination control is a key element here, helping us prevent any unwanted transfer of microbes or particles between different zones. Equipment IQ, OQ, and PQ are essential steps in validating that our equipment works as intended. Installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification. These processes give us confidence that our equipment consistently performs according to specifications. Preventive maintenance ties into this by ensuring our facilities and equipment stay in optimal condition, reducing the likelihood of failures that could compromise product integrity. All of these aspects, facility design, equipment validation, contamination control, and maintenance, are interconnected. They collectively support our overall goal of maintaining a GMP-compliant environment that guarantees product quality and patient safety. Let's now turn our attention to cleaning validation, which is a critical part of ensuring that our manufacturing processes are consistently producing safe and high-quality products. Alongside that, equipment validation is essential to confirm that our machinery performs as intended and remains reliable over time. Analytical validation is another key aspect. It involves verifying that our testing methods are accurate, precise, and suitable for their purpose. Process validation, on the other hand, ensures that our manufacturing process consistently produces products meeting all quality specifications. We also need to consider computerized system validation, or CSV, which is vital when we rely on automated or computerized systems to control or monitor our processes. When discussing process validation requirements, it's important to recognize that these are the standards and procedures we follow to demonstrate that our processes are robust and reproducible. This involves defining critical parameters, establishing acceptance criteria, and performing validation runs to confirm consistency. All of these elements, cleaning, equipment, analytical methods, processes, and computerized systems, are interconnected in building a comprehensive validation strategy. This ensures compliance, enhances product quality, and ultimately protects patient safety. Remember, thorough validation isn't just a regulatory requirement. It's a foundation for continuous improvement and confidence in our manufacturing operations. Now, let's delve into some crucial aspects of our material management process. First, vendor audits are essential. They help us ensure that our suppliers meet our quality and compliance standards. Regular audits allow us to identify potential issues early and maintain strong, trustworthy relationships with our vendors. Material specifications are another key point. Clear and precise specifications guide the procurement process and ensure that the materials we receive meet our exact requirements, which is vital for maintaining product quality. Incoming material testing is equally important. Before materials are integrated into our production, we test them to verify their quality and compliance. This step helps us catch any discrepancies or defects right at the start. Inventory control ties everything together. Effective inventory management ensures we have the right materials in the right quantities, minimizing waste and avoiding shortages that could delay production. Traceability is a fundamental concept as well. It allows us to track materials throughout the supply chain, from supplier to final product. This transparency is critical for quality assurance and for quickly addressing any issues that may arise. Finally, material and supplier management is about maintaining strong relationships, continuous evaluation, and ensuring our supply chain remains resilient and reliable. All these elements collectively support our overall goal of delivering high-quality products consistently. Now, let's talk about the importance of maintaining a controlled environment during manufacturing. This includes key practices like in-process testing, which allows us to monitor the product at various stages and catch any issues early on. Line clearance is another critical step. It's about ensuring that the production line is completely clean and free of any contaminants before starting a new batch. Yield reconciliation is also essential. It helps us compare the expected versus actual yield to identify any losses or inefficiencies. Batch segregation is another important practice, making sure that different batches are kept separate to prevent mix-ups or cross-contamination. All of these elements, production and in-process controls, work together to ensure consistent quality, compliance, and ultimately, the safety of the final product. They form the backbone of a robust manufacturing process, aligning with our overall goal of delivering high-quality products reliably. Let's take a closer look at the key components that ensure our laboratory operates at the highest standards. First, we need qualified analysts, people with the right expertise and training to perform accurate and reliable testing. Next, validated methods are crucial because they guarantee our procedures produce consistent and trustworthy results. Calibrated instruments are equally important, as they ensure our measurements are precise and accurate over time. We also conduct stability studies to understand how our samples behave under various conditions, which is vital for maintaining data integrity. Proper sample handling can't be overlooked either. It helps prevent contamination or degradation that could compromise our results. All of these elements come together under the umbrella of the quality control laboratory requirements. They form the foundation that supports the reliability and credibility of our testing processes. In the context of our overall theme, these standards are essential for ensuring that our data is not only accurate, but also compliant with regulatory expectations, ultimately safeguarding product quality and patient safety. Let's take a closer look at some of the fundamental data integrity principles. First, ALCOA Plus principles. That's an expanded set of guidelines ensuring data is complete, consistent, enduring, and available, with the plus adding attributes like attributable, legible, original, and accurate. These principles form the backbone of trustworthy data management. Next, audit trails are crucial. They provide a detailed record of all data modifications and access. This transparency helps us trace back any changes and ensures accountability. Access control is another key point. It involves restricting data access to authorized personnel only. This prevents unauthorized modifications and maintains data security. Backup systems are essential as well. They safeguard data by creating copies that can be restored if needed, protecting us from data loss due to technical failures or other issues. Real-time documentation is also vital. Recording data as it happens ensures accuracy and timeliness, which are critical for compliance and decision-making. All of these elements, the ALCOA plus principles, audit trails, access control, backups, and real-time documentation, come together to uphold data integrity requirements. They create a robust framework that guarantees our data remains trustworthy, accurate, and compliant throughout its lifecycle. Let's take a closer look at some key activities that help us ensure compliance and readiness for inspections. First, mock audits are essential. They're like practice runs that help us identify potential gaps before the real inspection happens. Next, reviewing documentation thoroughly is crucial because accurate and complete records demonstrate our compliance and support our quality claims. Staff training also plays a vital role. Well-trained staff are confident and prepared to handle inspection questions and demonstrate their understanding of procedures. Facility readiness is another critical aspect. Making sure our environment, equipment, and supplies are all in top shape reflects our commitment to quality and safety. Addressing CAPA, or corrective and preventive actions, and closing out these actions ensures continuous improvement and that issues are effectively resolved. Lastly, inspection preparation ties everything together. Being organized, confident, and proactive helps us present our facility in the best light and ensures a smooth inspection process. All these elements collectively support our overarching goal of maintaining high standards and compliance at all times. All right, let's walk through the timeline for PICs certification. It all starts with the initial assessment, where we evaluate our current processes and identify areas that need attention. From there, we conduct a gap analysis to pinpoint specific deficiencies compared to PICs standards. Based on those findings, we implement GMP improvements to align our practices with the required standards. Once that's done, we perform a mock inspection to simulate the actual review, helping us prepare thoroughly. After passing this internal check, we submit our application for certification. Following submission, an official inspection by PICs representatives takes place, where they verify our compliance. If everything is in order, we move towards receiving the certification. This timeline is essential because it highlights the key steps and timeframes involved in achieving PICs certification, which ultimately demonstrates our commitment to quality and regulatory excellence. Let's take a closer look at some of the common gaps we've observed across various areas. First, documentation issues are quite prevalent, and these can really impact the overall quality and compliance of our processes. Data integrity failures are another critical point. When data isn't accurate or reliable, it affects decision-making and product quality. HVAC problems also come up frequently, which can lead to environmental control issues in our facilities. Weak validation processes mean that we may not be thoroughly testing or verifying our systems, which increases risks. Additionally, poor training is a significant concern because it can lead to human errors and inconsistent practices. Lastly, a weak quality management system, or QMS, hampers our ability to effectively manage quality and continuous improvement. Recognizing these common gaps is essential so that we can address them systematically and uphold the highest standards throughout our operations. Now, let's take a closer look at the role of Siphacos consulting in supporting your journey. First, we conduct a comprehensive gap assessment to identify where your current processes stand versus industry standards or regulatory requirements. This helps us pinpoint areas that need improvement. Next, we provide thorough documentation support, ensuring all your policies, procedures, and records are clear, accurate, and compliant. Validation is another key aspect, helping you verify that your systems and processes work effectively and meet necessary standards. We also offer training to empower your team with the knowledge and skills they need to maintain compliance and best practices. To prepare you for real-world scenarios, we conduct mock audits, simulating the actual audit process and helping you identify any potential issues beforehand. Finally, we provide ongoing certification support, guiding you through the certification process and helping you achieve and maintain your credentials. Overall, our goal is to integrate these key services seamlessly into your compliance journey, ensuring you're well prepared at every stage. PICs plays a crucial role in improving compliance and expanding global access to quality medicines. By harmonizing standards and facilitating cooperation among regulatory authorities, it helps ensure that medicines meet consistent quality requirements worldwide. This, in turn, builds strong and reliable quality systems within manufacturing facilities. Such robust systems are essential, especially for export pharma, where meeting international standards can determine market access and trust. In conclusion, PICs not only enhances regulatory compliance, but also supports the global supply chain, making high-quality medicines more accessible everywhere. For further support, please contact us. We're here to help with any questions or additional information you might need after this presentation. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We appreciate your interest and look forward to assisting you in any way we can.